I'm Andrew from 503, and this is RoboZone.
RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Toyota, let's go places. Fanuc, innovative automation solutions. Hungry Howie's, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Hino Trucks, the fastest growing premier medium duty nameplate in the United States. Welcome to RoboZone. I'm your host, Lauren Plant. And what a start to the competition season we had last weekend. I got so into it, I lost my voice. After all, robotics is the only varsity sport where every participant can turn pro. I stole that. We had some outstanding robots on display, some amazing alliances, and the fun of trying to figure exactly how to gain the upper hand in Recycle Rush. We have a great half hour ahead with comprehensive highlights from the first weekend of events from Standish, Southfield, and Howell. Kira Lancaster gives you a little inside intelligence on the Fanuc Corporation. Just looking out for you guys. There are lots of good jobs involving robotics technologies, but I don't have to tell you that. Robots are here to stay. Our Look at Lawrence Tech talks about how robotics engineering students are getting jobs at companies like Siemens right now. Manning the captain's chair inside Control Command is our own Jim Zondag. He will break down what took place last weekend, what to expect out of this weekend, and we update our Michigan rankings, our exclusive RoboZone rankings. RoboZone is also sponsored in part by Toyota, engineering cars like the segment-leading Tacoma in Southeast Michigan since 1977. Toyota, let's go places. And that's what we're going to do right now. We start at the Southfield district. 347 teams were competing in a total of 18 district events all around the state of Michigan. Week 1 competition started off strong. A total of 188 teams were playing Recycle Rush for the very first time, and that's always exciting. Let's start off with what went down at the Southfield district. Second year in a row for this district event at Southfield High, many of the same teams that competed their last season during aerial assault were back to play Recycle Rush. Team 33 out of Auburn Hills, the Killer Bees were on hand, along with Northville's Robo Stangs, Mech Warriors, Team 573 representing Bloomfield Hills, and Team 1023 Bedford Express from Temperance. In total, an impressive 38 teams came out for this competition. Following the 76 qualifying rounds, the Killer Bees stood tall and in first place. The Bees dropped a 65-point qualifying average. The Bedford Express was a close second. These two teams paired up along with Team 4768, the Cody Comets from Detroit. In the quarters, the number 2 alliance of Team 3604 Goon Squad from Brownstown, Robo Stangs, and 2224 Detroit's Phoenix Phenoms, they took the lead, finished in first above the number 1 alliance. In Southfield, all of the top 4 alliances scored well enough to advance to the semifinals. And speaking of the semis, the number 2 alliance came up again big with inflated scores. How about this? A Southfield record 119 was attained thanks to a last-second container scoring effort by the Phenoms. The number 1 and number 2 alliances moved on to the championship matches. Heading into the finals, it was anyone's game to win. Soon after, the number 1 alliance truly started playing like it. Both games were hard-fought, tightly contested affairs. In match 1, and in the final seconds, mind you, the Killer Bees alliance edged out at 119 to 111 victory. In finals match 2, Alliance Numero Uno did it again. Through some great teamwork, they took it 106 to 101. This was a finish worthy of such a great competition. The Killer Bees made it back-to-back wins in as many years at the Southfield season opener. The Cody Comets win was the first time they ever brought home a blue banner. Congratulations.
Last week, we introduced you to the robotics programs offered at Lawrence Technological University in Southfield. This week, we want to focus on the last 2 years of college, and more specifically, landing you the right internship that can help lead you to the job of your dreams. Vincent Nicolazzo is a fourth-year student at Lawrence Tech majoring in robotics engineering.
Once you start getting into the junior and senior year of college, we start diving into robotic systems. So we spend 4 semesters learning about robotics. And we start off by learning how to create our own microcontroller, just electrical engineering pretty much, soldering together microprocessors and capacitors, resistors, and all that, and learning how to program it all and applying it to a line following robot. Then from there, we take that microcontroller and we fabricate our own robotic arm. So we get to learn the whole entire process from nothing. So we have to order all of our parts, and now we have to fabricate it, build it, solder it, put it together, program it, and pretty much going from nothing to having a functional robotic arm.
Before graduating and finding a job, students at LTU are required to get real-world experience in an internship.
Our students are working for automotive companies, companies like Siemens. So every single company is actually looking for robotics engineers because the type of education they get, this interdisciplinary education that combines mechanical, electrical, and computer science, you can implement it in a lot of different fields. So they're literally getting employment everywhere.
We're really working together with those universities and colleges to encourage the school children to actually take a career in manufacturing and engineering.
Vincent now creates 3D robotic simulations and classifies data at Siemens while finishing his degree at LTU.
Siemens is a global engineering and manufacturing company providing products and services for a variety of different industries. For example, MRI machines used in hospitals, wind turbines used to produce clean energy, high-speed commuter trains, and several other products.
I knew interning with a company like Siemens, I would gain valuable knowledge from a reputable company, and that looks great on the resume.
To learn more about robotics and all of the amazing programs offered at Lawrence Technological University, please visit ltu.edu and schedule a tour today. Don't touch that remote, because coming up on RoboZone, Kiera Lancaster gives us an inside look at one of the top robotics companies that serves both the industrial and manufacturing industries. I'm talking about Rochester Hills, Michigan-based Fanuc. Then it's back to the highlights. The strongest event of week 1 took place at Howell District. We'll show you why on your home for Michigan High School Robotics, RoboZone.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University.
And we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for 1 medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
You may not know us, but you know the things we do.
We build landmarks,
buildings,
highways,
bridges, and pipelines.
We build rewarding careers.
We operate.
We maintain.
For over 100 years, we've kept Michigan running.
And we'll keep it running.
We're Operating Engineers 324.
And we're proud of being part of something special.
Join us.
For over 30 years, we've been the leading supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation to American manufacturing. We help companies reach production goals locally and globally with bringing manufacturing back to North America. Our innovative technologies provide world-class quality and efficiency. We train, educate, and develop highly skilled workers, harnessing the power of man and machine together. We are the future of manufacturing. We are Fanuc America.
Hi RoboZone fans. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many of the brilliant students that make up the FIRST robotic teams. And I know the question on everyone's mind is what comes after high school graduation. Well, I sat down with a representative of Fanuc to discuss just that. Fanuc Corporation is the global leader in advanced automation with 3 to 4 times more robots working in the industrial and manufacturing field than any other brand, not to mention home to the world's strongest robot. A big part of their mission is to get students from the classroom to working in the field, which is where their partnership with FIRST Robotics comes in.
Fanuc sponsors and supports all of the efforts that FRC does, First Robotic Challenge, throughout the educational network, to the extent that we have developed a certified education training program that's used in high schools, community colleges, and universities. This whole facility that we're standing in is really for industrial training, but this is also where we train teachers and instructors on how to teach industrial robotics.
Fanuc is an accredited training institution and has a successful education program called CERT, which stands for Certified Education of Robot Training. All CERT trainees use the same controller that runs all of the Fanuc robots, giving them a leg up when it comes to real-world applications.
So in 2008, Fanuc introduced our Certified Education Robot Training Program. It was a proactive way to partner with the educational system so that students had the opportunity to learn on our products so that when they go out into industry or into manufacturing or seeking a career, had some real hands-on skills with products that they are 3 to 4 times more likely to see in industry.
The industry of robotic manufacturing extends far beyond what one may expect.
We have a significant amount of market share in robotics and in CNC, and it's global and in every industry from automotive, aerospace, pharmaceutical, agriculture, the clothing industry, you name it. Fanuc has a product installed in the manufacturing process.
So even after you graduate high school and the exhilarating FIRST robotic competitions stop, the actual field robotic presents just as many exciting opportunities.
It's fun. It's exciting. I get to come to work every day and play with robots. Today's manufacturing is more advanced, more high-tech, and high-paying, high-demand career paths for students. So they go into these facilities where everything from a cell phone to a car to an airplane is made, and there are great career opportunities for them.
So just like Paul said, there are so many opportunities for FIRST students after graduation, including jobs at Fanuc. So tune in next week and I'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at their internship program. Back to you, Stephanie.
Thanks, Kira. It was an incredible sight a week ago as the 2015 season officially got underway. We showed you how things fared out in Southfield. Now it's time to head to Howell. 40 teams came to play and the average qualifying score of 46 turned out to be the top in the state. It was a fight to the finish. Here's Lauren with the highlights.
Parker Middle School in Howell, Michigan saw a full complement of 40 teams come out for this season opening event. There was a veritable plethora of qualifying scores that were up over 100 points. The high score of the day was 118, served up by Team 66, the Flyers out of Ypsilanti, Michigan. Team 107, Team Robotics, and Team 862, Lightning Robotics out of Canton. Big news at Howell were Team 4384, otherwise known as the Benzene Bots from Troy, along with the Gems from Brighton, Team 4362. That news coming up. At the end of 80 qualification rounds, the Benzene Bots were the #1 seed. They chose the second-seeded Gems along with Team 830, Ann Arbor's Rat Pack, as the Bots Alliance. The playoffs were underway. Right out of the gate, we saw some playoff upsets. the number 2 alliance of Team 4004, the Mars Rovers out of Muskegon, 107 Team Robotics, and 5436 Rochester Hills Cybercats did not make it out of the quarterfinals. They ended each match with only 2 completed stacks. The number 3 alliance of 862 Lightning Robotics, 1918 NC Gears from Fremont, and Team 3322 Eagle Imperium out of Ann Arbor put up huge scores of 116 and 110 to take first place in the quarters. 4 alliances out of 8 moved on to the new 3-match semifinals round-robin playoff format. In the semis, we saw yet another upset. Can you believe it? The number 5 alliance set the high score of the weekend with 128 points. This was helped greatly by their 20-point autonomous mode of Team 4003 Trisonics from Allendale.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
This would go down to the wire. The number 1 alliance took round 1 by a score of 106 to 85. However, the number 5 alliance bounced back to edge out a narrow 117-115 victory. Finally, in round 3, the number 1 alliance took care of business, sealed the deal, a big 120-84 triumph.
Today, we did not expect to go very far. We were having a lot of mechanical issues yesterday and also coming into today in the morning. So we're really just happy that we got picked and that we made it, that we won. It's great.
The kids came together to fix some of the issues that we had, and they strategized with what they could do best with the limited systems we had, and were able to really come around and help out the team, so they did a great job.
These were the first blue banners ever for the benzene bots and the gems. It appears both of these teams are focused and ready for Recycle Rush.
Thanks for sticking with us here on RoboZone. We've got more highlights headed your way. 16 rookie teams to the stage out at Standish District in mid-Michigan, so don't go anywhere. Then our very own resident expert, Jim Zondag, gives us his perspective on what went down in Week 1. He talks about what to expect out of Week 2's competitions, and we update your state rankings. It's all next here on RoboZone.
Online ordering is so fast and easy with Hungry Howie's. You can do it from any device.
Any device? Like this fax machine?
No.
What about this 19th century cell phone? 2 cans on a string. Your mom's car phone. Megaphone! Dash, 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 pizza. Pineapple and ham radio.
Say see you to the phone call and oh yeah to fast and easy online ordering. Get a free medium pizza with your first online order. Now that's an idea.
Hungry? Howie's! For over 30 years, we've been the leading supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation to American manufacturing. We help companies reach production goals locally and globally with bringing manufacturing back to North America. Our innovative technologies provide world-class quality and efficiency. We train, educate, and develop highly skilled workers, harnessing the power of man and machine together. We are the future of manufacturing. We are Fanuc America.
Your home for high school sports is Michigan's original high school sports show, State Champs. For over a decade, the multiple Emmy Award-winning State Champs covers all sports statewide, 40 weeks a year. Catch State Champs Sundays at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit and StateChampsNetwork.com.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University.
And we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
You may not know us, but you know the things we do.
We build landmarks,
Buildings.
highways.
Bridges.
And pipelines.
We build rewarding careers.
We operate.
We maintain.
For over 100 years, we've kept Michigan running.
And we'll keep it running.
We're Operating Engineers 324.
And we're proud of being part of something special.
Join us.
Welcome back to RoboZone. One of the newest FRC events this season took place in mid-Michigan. A ton of new teams were eager to put their robots to the test. We also had a first ever win for an 8-year-old program. We go now to the Standish district. Here's Lauren.
Thanks, Stephanie. Standish-Sterling, to be exact, was the site for one of the newest FIRST Robotics competition events this year. Now, mid-Michigan might be a bit more on the rural side, but their passion for robotics is growing at a fever pitch. 16 rookie teams grace the Standish stage. Look out. So, maybe we didn't see the scores as high as we witnessed in Southfield and Howell, but with a 35-point average qualifying score, that ain't too shabby. In fact, that's pretty darn competitive. At the end of qualifying, Team 1025 Impus from funky Ferndale wound up with the #1 seed. Who would they choose as their alliance? Team 3604, the Robo from Escanaba in the Upper Peninsula. And also Team 5524, Birch Runs. You gotta love this name, folks. Nerds with attitudes. One thing that made the Standish-Sterling competition stand out, we saw some scores really jump as we got into playoff action. The #1 alliance scored a 10-point autonomous every match. That put them into the top spot. The #1, the #3, the #7, and the #2 alliances moved to the semifinals after 2 rounds of play. In the semifinals, we finally saw some scores up over the 100 mark. The #1 alliance pulled a 106-49 decision, and that kept them in the top spot. They would face the #3 alliance, comprising of Team 5603, Rise of the Warrior Bots out of Auburn, Michigan, in the middle of the mitten. Midland's Team 5509, Like a Boss, and Team Phoenix, number 3570, out of Alma. The Standish-Sterling championship matches only needed a couple of rounds to determine who would be crowned the victors. Team Impus came to play. They won with a round 1 score of 117-87 and 114-63 in round 2. 6 container tote sets were successfully scored in both rounds of the finale, with the #1 alliance effectively completing 3 caps stacked with noodles for the win.
We were really just looking to work the bugs out of the robot. We're a 5th-year team. We knew we'd have a fairly decent chance of doing well. We tried to come as prepared as we could, and we're just really happy with the result.
Our goals are just to keep improving on our robot and our design and try to score as many personal points as possible. And if we win, week 1 and we still have room for improvement, that's awesome.
For the first time in 8 years of FRC competition, Team Impus were the day's champions. There really was some phenomenal robot action at this brand new FIRST Robotics competition event. But we're just scratching the surface. Expect bigger, taller stacks in the near future, better autonomous modes, and more cooperation points. As is always the case, many teams weren't exactly sure how to play Recycle Rush successfully enough, but now they have all seen what works, and they will know what to do. The best part about the week is prepping for the next competition. Every team looking to improve. Top qualifying averages were in the 60s over the course of Week 1 districts. I'll bet that Week 2 averages will be above 100.
I'm Jim Zonnig, coach of the Killer Bees in Control Command, and I'm your guide to understanding what happened and what's ahead. What we saw overall in Week 1 was interesting, but not hugely surprising. At all 3 events, the #1 seed chose the #2 seed as their first pick, and in all 3 events, these pairings went on to win the tournament. Make no mistake, they all had to earn it. But this says a lot about the dynamics of the Recycle Rush game. If you have the 2 best scoring robots on your alliance, you stand a pretty good chance of winning the event. In a defense-free game, this is pretty much what we were expecting to see. Well, the Week 1 competitions are done, so now let's talk about what we'll see on next week's show. In Week 2, I expect that we'll see the bar go up a lot higher on scoring. Many of the big-name Michigan teams have not played yet, but we'll see more of them for the first time at our next 3 district events. At the Kettering District in Flint, look for Team 70, the Moore Martians from Goodrich, Team 314, the Megatron Oracles from Flint, Team 2137, Team Torque from Oxford, and Team 2337, the Engineers from Grand Blanc. The Waterford District is stacked as usual, with first-time appearances by Team 67, the Hot Team from Huron Valley, Team 217, the Thunder Chickens from Utica, Team 1718, the Fighting Pie from Armada, and Team 3098, the Captains from Waterford. And finally, out at our first West Side event of the season in East Kentwood, we are going to see Team 74, Chaos from Holland, Team 2054, Tech Vikes from Hopkins, Team 2959, the Robotarians from Coloma, Team 2630, the Average Joes from St. Joseph. Now, while rankings are subjective, it's fun to choose who we here at RoboZone feel are the top 5 teams in the state after Week 1. At number 5, Team 4362, the Gems from Brighton, winner of the Howell District and number 1 draft. At number 4, Team 1025, Team Impies from Ferndale, winner at the Standish District. Ranked number 3 is Team 1023, the Bedford Express from Temperance, winner and number 1 draft at the Southfield District. The second best team in the state right now is Team 4384, the Benzene Bots from Troy, winner and number 1 seed at the Howell District. And the number 1 ranked team after the first week of competition, Team 33, the Killer Bees from Auburn Hills, winner of the Southfield District competition. I'm Jim Zondag. Good luck, teams. See you next week.
Thank you very much, Jim. That's all the time we have for this week. My boys can't take much more excitement, and Jim's right. The robots are going to get better. The action is going to pick up, and we're going to have some real tight contests as the season continues. It's wide open, people. Who will gain the Recycle Rush upper hand? We shall soon find out. Connect with us all week long on social media. The Twitter handle is @RoboZone Show. Search RoboZone Show on Facebook. We've also got a RoboZone YouTube channel to check out all the shows. Last week's debut episode is up there right now. Next week, highlights from the district competitions at Kettering University in Flint, Waterford Mott High School, and East Kentwood High School in Grand Rapids. This is your home for Michigan High School Robotics. We'll see you next time on RoboZone. RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Toyota, let's go places. Fanuc, innovative automation solutions. Hungry Howie's, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Hino Trucks, the fastest growing premier medium duty nameplate in the United States.